Hi, and welcome to my channel, Hopewell Stories. Today's video is how a black woman helps a nervous millionaire CEO with his speech the next day he looks for her to helps. It was a rainy Tuesday morning in New York City. People rushed down the sidewalks holding umbrellas and coffee cups, trying not to get soaked. In a tall glass building near Times Square, a man paced back and forth in his office on the 42nd floor. His name was Mr. James Carter. He was the CEO of a big tech company called Nova Tech. He wore expensive suits, had perfect hair, and lived in a fancy penthouse with a view of Central Park. But right now, he looked like none of that mattered. He held a piece of paper in his hand, but his hands were shaking too much to read it clearly. He groaned, throwing the paper onto his desk. I can't do this. James had to give a speech at an event the next day. It was a huge deal. Investors from all over the world would be there. If he messed up, people might stop believing in his company. And if they stopped believing, he could lose everything. But James had a secret problem. He got extremely nervous when speaking in public. His voice shook, his palms got sweaty. Sometimes he even forgot what he was going to say. He had tried everything: coaches, books, meditation. Nothing worked. Just then, his assistant knocked on the door. "Mr. Carter," she said, "there's someone here for you. She says she's with the new marketing team." James sighed. "Let her in." The door opened, and a woman stepped inside. She was tall and confident, with smooth brown skin, curly black hair pulled into a high ponytail, and bright eyes that seemed to see straight through him. "My name is Maya," she said, with a warm smile. "I'm here to help with your speech." James raised an eyebrow. "You're with the marketing team," Maya chuckled. "No, I just told your assistant that so she'd let me in. I actually work in customer service, but I heard you needed help. I used to do theater in college. Public speaking is kind of my thing." James blinked. "You came all the way up here to help me with my speech." "I did," she said simply. "You look like you need it." James couldn't argue with that. He sat down and gestured to the chair across from him. "Okay," he said. "Let's try." Maya didn't start by asking him to read the speech. Instead, she asked him questions. "What are you most afraid of during a speech?" she asked. "That I'll forget everything," James admitted. "That I'll look weak, that people will think I don't belong where I am." Maya nodded. "That's called imposter syndrome. A lot of powerful people feel it, even Beyoncé." James gave a small laugh. "Beyoncé? Yep," Maya said. "Even stars get stage fright, but the trick is not to fight it. You use it." "How?" "You turn fear into energy," she said. "And you speak from your heart, not from a script." She helped him rewrite his speech, not to sound more professional, but more human. They took out the complicated words and replaced them with stories. Stories about how he started Novatech in his tiny apartment, how he once failed a class in college but kept going, how he believed in making technology that helps people, not just makes money. They practiced for hours. Maya made him stand in front of the window and speak while looking at the city below. She made him walk around while talking, using his hands. She told jokes to make him laugh and loosen up. By the end of the session, James wasn't perfect, but he felt different, less scared, more real. Before Maya left, she smiled and said, "Tomorrow, you're going to kill it." James smiled back. "Thanks to you." The next day, the ballroom at the Grand Plaza Hotel was packed. Hundreds of investors, reporters, and tech leaders filled the room. On the big screen behind the stage, the Novatech logo glowed brightly. James stood backstage, watching the crowd. His old fear crept in again. Then he saw Maya sitting near the front row. She gave him a thumbs up and mouthed, "You got this." He walked onto the stage. At first his voice trembled, but then he remembered Maya's advice: speak from the heart. He told his story. He talked about failure, about hard work, about dreams. He made the audience laugh. He made them nod. He made them believe. When he finished, the entire room stood up and clapped. James stepped off the stage, feeling like he could run a marathon. And then he looked around. Maya was gone. James spent the rest of the day trying to find her. He checked the customer service department, But no one had seen her. Her badge had been fake, just enough to get her past security. She really helped me, James told his assistant. Can you track her down? I want to thank her. His assistant searched for hours. There were no records of Amaya working at Novatech. Frustrated, James went home that night. But as he walked into his apartment, he noticed something on the kitchen counter, a folded note. He picked it up and read, "Sometimes the best speeches aren't the ones we prepare. They're the ones we live. Thank you for letting me help." Maya, James smiled. He didn't know who she was or where she came from, but she had changed something in him. Weeks passed. James became known as one of the most inspiring CEOs in the industry. Reporters asked him how he found his confidence. "I met someone," he would say, "someone who reminded me why I started this journey in the first place." One day, James decided to do something bold. He wanted to give others the same chance he had gotten. He started a program at Novatech called Voices of Tomorrow. It gave opportunities to people from all backgrounds, especially those who never thought they belonged in tech. He hired teachers, actors, and storytellers to train employees how to speak with passion and purpose. And every time someone gave a great presentation, James would smile and think, "Thank you, Maya." Months later, James was walking through the lobby of his building when he saw a familiar face. It was Maya. She was wearing a simple dress and holding a folder. She looked up, saw him, and smiled. "Hey, CEO," she said. James grinned. "What are you doing here?" Maya handed him the folder. Inside were ideas for ads, videos, and community programs, all focused on helping young people find their voices. "I'm applying for a job," she said. "If you still owe me one." James laughed. "You've already earned it." He looked at the papers, impressed. "Welcome to Novatech." As they walked toward the elevators, James asked, "Why did you help me that day?" Maya shrugged. "Because everyone deserves a moment to shine, even millionaires." James smiled. "Well, now you've got yours." If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye.